What's up, y'all? Slime Green Beast in the building, and these are 5 beginner tips for FL Studio 20. So these are like 5 basic things that you need to know in regards to beat making in FL Studio 20. So let's get right to it. First of all, check out the How to Make Beats book brought to you by Slime Green Beast. This is great for beginners as well. Be sure to check that out. It's available on Amazon. All right, so number 1, don't clip. So clipping is when a sound, so we have this sound right here, is when a sound goes above 0 dB. And so let's turn it up here. You'll see it go above 0 dB. And this is in the master clip. So clipping is when in the master clip it goes above 0 dB. It is in these individuals as well. But when you export it, you're going to hear it clip. That you're going to hear the beat clip, and that is just it's a really bad sound that you just don't want. So like, you know, you might have a great beat, but it just clips at one part and it just ruins the whole beat. So make sure that you do not have the sounds go above 0 dB. And FL Studio kind of helps you out. You see it turn red here. There's a lot of different ways to prevent it from clipping. Of course, you can just turn the volume down, or you know, you could use something like there's Fruity Soft Clipper that works, which is already up there. But you can use something like Fruity Limiter. This one's pretty straightforward. You just turn the ceiling down a little bit. So you know, as it says limiter. You can also turn the gain down, which is like the volume. So basically, you don't want it to go above 0 dB. All right. Tip number 2: export good. Now, I understand the grammar or the lingo for that isn't perfect, but let me just basically like. When you make a beat in FL Studio, like in FL Studio, it might sound really good, but then when you export the beat, it sounds less good. So you want to have the correct export settings. And I made an entire separate video about the best export settings. But if you just want to like look at this and just pause the video and just copy these, you know, that's a pretty good route right there, to be honest with you. But you know, key things are 24-bit if it's in Wave. Definitely have it in 24-bit INT, and then definitely have the HQ for all plugins, and then definitely have this in 512-point sync. But you know, also like again, however you want. But that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're making beats, because like again, it'll sound one way in FL Studio, but then when you export it, sound different. So it's like, you know. But anyways, next one, take time selecting good sounds. So we'll play this sample right here. So selecting good sounds, this is what's known as sound selection. And some of you might already understand sound selection. But for those who don't, you know, it's just selecting the correct sounds to make the beat overall sound better. So understand, every sound you choose is going to make a significant difference to the beat. Like, this is one beat with this kick. Let's turn this volume down so you hear it just a little bit better. Like, this is one beat. This is a bit different beat. So out of these two, I would say this one sounds better. This one fits it just a little bit better. So when you're making the beat, you know, pick the right sounds. Same thing with snare. Like, let's listen to these snares. So like, there's this one. So out of these 3, this one probably sounds the best because the melody is kind of chill and vibey. So like, maybe it doesn't need like a real sharp, harsh snare. You can kind of like feel it. Like if it feels like it's doing too much, that's probably like a good indication that it's not the right sound. Like if it just kind of blends in, then that's the right sound. Like, you know, this one sounds like a trance techno beat. So that's probably the snare we want. This one's just a little bit too sharp. So that's the snare we want. And so forth and so on. Same thing with hi-hats. Like there's this one. So like, but definitely gonna go with this one. So that's sound selection in a nutshell. Tip number 4, mix and master. So mixing and mastering, I would just suggest like straight up just watch videos of mixing and mastering, because like I can't possibly explain it all in this video because I'm trying to keep this video shorter, and that's a whole different like realm. But like, watch mixing and mastering videos and mix and master. Like mixing is basically like consolidating the sounds and also using effects, and then mastering is just like making the overall track sound more full and just like better. So that's mixing and mastering. And then the last tip that I have, guys, is do whatever you want. So like, don't feel like you have to make a beat a certain type of way. And don't always be watching tutorials. Like, that's very hypocritical. I'm probably hurting my own flow with that one, my own income. But like, yo, like maybe just watch like 1 or 2 tutorials a week, don't exceed that amount. Like when you make beats, you just kind of want it to flow. You don't want to always be thinking, oh, should I do this, that. Like, just like understand that this is a creative industry. It's a creative art form. So you want to be as creative as possible. And I feel like a lot of people get bogged down because they always see like these type beats, type beat. But like a lot of the times those artists will actually make a beat and then call it a type beat. They won't be thinking of like, oh, I'm gonna make a Gucci Mane type beat. Some of them do, but basically just do you. Like, don't feel like have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you have to make a beat a certain way. And then again, don't cram yourself with tutorials all the time. Like 1 or 2 a week is all you really need. But that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Those are the 5 beginner tips, basic tips. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and whatnot, subscribe, and be sure to check out the How to Make Beats book for beginners. It's a great beginner's guide, also good for intermediate users. It's all about hip-hop beat making, so be sure to check this one out. It's available on Amazon. That's it for this video, guys. Slime Green Beats in the building. Peace out.